everybody, it's Jazzy Horse Girl 101, and today I'm doing a requested video on how to make realistic Breyer traditional lead ropes, and also as a little bonus I'm also going to show you how to make little show ribbons for your models. So I'm going to show you how to do 3 different types of lead ropes. Well, technically I'm only going to show you 2, but we'll get into that. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first style lead rope is just the braided method, and this is what the braided lead rope looks like. It's really simple, it's really easy, and it's the quickest one to do if you're in a hurry or whatever, or you just don't have as much patience as a normal person. Then the braided lead rope is your best bet. It's really nice and pretty, and you can do a really long lead rope like this in a very short amount of time. I'm not going to demo this because I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to braid, but yeah, so that's a great idea for a lead rope. The next method that I'm going to show you I call the wrapping method, and it looks like this. This is when it's a solid color, but you can do it multicolored. I typically do 4 strands, and it makes it this thick. The more strands you use, the thicker the lead rope's going to be. I'm going to show you with 4. So you need to cut 4 strands of string, whatever colors you want. They can be 4 different colors, 3 different colors, 2 different colors, 1 color, it doesn't matter. And you have to make them extremely long, like something this short, because it's a chain lead rope. It was like originally like out to here, I think. So it really shrinks a lot as you're doing this, so just be careful of that. If you want a really long lead rope like this braided one, you're gonna need a really long piece to start when you're doing the wrapping method. So I'm gonna cut out my strands and then we'll go from there. Alright, so once you cut out your 4 strands, or like I said, however many you want, you're gonna tie a knot at one end. Just like so. You're just gonna pull that tight. Just like that. Next thing you need to do is you need to tape it to like the floor or a table or whatever to keep it from moving. Alright, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna separate out 1 strand. I have my green strand here. And you're going to make a 4. Just like that. Next, you're going to want to go underneath. Like that. And you're going to take it and pull it through so that's laying on top over here. Then you're just going to want to pull it until it's all the way up and tight. Just going to do that again. Make a 4. Go underneath. Then over top. Then pull. Right up against the last one. Make a 4. Underneath, over top, and pull. Then you're just going to continue that with this string until you feel like you want to switch colors, and then I'll show you what to do after that. Okay, so when you want to switch colors, you're going to take the original one and put it back with the others. Then you're going to pick your new color or new strand. And if you're doing one color, you do want to switch strands every once in a while because the end that you are using will become a lot shorter than what it was. So you want to keep using each strand so it doesn't completely run out. Like I said, you take a new strand and you make the 4, go underneath, over top, and pull. That starts a new color. See, I had my green, now I'm starting yellow. And then you just continue to do that color until you want to switch to the next. And if you're doing 2 colors, you want to use the longest one, not the one that you originally used, but the other, like my other green one will be the next one I use, so that they all kind of stay the same length. Alright, so there you have it. You have a nice looking leadrope started so far, and then you just continue that pattern all the way down, and then you tie a knot at the end. And I'll show you how to attach the last row clasp and jump ring with our last type of leadrope. But yeah, so that's the wrapping method for this last type of leadrope. It looks like this. And I don't really have a name for this method. I guess I'll just call it the 7-string method. This is my favorite lead rope to make because I think it looks the most realistic. And for this lead rope, you are going to need this special paper thing. It doesn't even have to be a perfect circle, like this is very oblong. It doesn't really matter. But you cut out a circle, and then you cut 8 slits in the paper. It doesn't matter if they're evenly spaced or whatever, like these are not evenly spaced at all. And then you poke a hole through the middle with like a pencil or something, and that's all you need to do. So we'll need that. And like I mentioned before, this takes 7 strings. You're going to want to cut out 7. You can do 7 different colors. I typically like to do 2 colors, but you can do as many colors as you want. For mine, I did 3 of one color and 4 of the other. So that is what I'm doing. So what we're going to do is, like the wrapping method, you're going to want to tie a knot at one end. Make sure it's nice and tight, especially with all those strings. There we go. What you're going to do is you're just going to want to poke it through the hole, just like that. Then you're going to take your strands, and you're going to want to space them out over your slits. Just like this. As you can see, I have one slit open. That is exactly what you want. And I have all my colors lined up. I do 1, 2, 2, and 2. That is what I do, and that's what makes this pattern. You can experiment and do colors in random spots. Like you could try doing it 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Like you can experiment with this because it's actually really a lot of different ways you can do this to get different looks. But this is what I typically do. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go 2 in. So we go 1, 2, get to the third one. You're gonna take it out and cross it over, just like that. You're gonna spin it. Go 1, 2, 3. Pick it up, cross it over. Spin it. 1, 2, 3. Pick it up and cross it over, making sure they're not getting all tangled up in the back. And when making these lead rope, it's great to do while watching TV or something, so you don't get too bored with it. That's what I like to do. I like to watch TV. But So here you can kind of see the Leadropes starting to form on the end. And then once you get it done, you'll have something that looks like this. As you can see, I have tied a knot in the end after I take it out. So we're going to take this, and you're going to get your jump ring and lobster clasp out for your lead rope. Here we go. And we're just going to put this clasp on the ring. Then what we're going to want to do is, once we have a nice tight knot, I usually like to twist it like this. Kind of cut off some of the excess so it's not so hard to put into the ring. Shove it through the ring. And what I like to do is I like to fold it over. And what I do is I take hot glue and I just glue it on. And then we're just going to cut off the excess strings. Alright, and there you have it. You've got a nice looking lead rope. So the next craft we're going to do is we're going to make these little show ribbons. And as you can see here, I almost have a complete set. I just need to make second place. But these are really cute, and they're like the perfect size for your horses. See? Perfect size as little fun show ribbons. So here's what you're gonna need for this craft. Alright, so first you need to pick your base color for your ribbon. I'm doing this kind of like dark red as my base color. And the first thing you do is you're going to take it and you're going to fold it in half like that, and then you're just going to put a little bit of glue on the end. Then once you've glued that in place so that you have like a little loop, you're going to take your other side, you're going to fold that in half to whatever length you want. I'm going to base it off of my original ones so that it is similar. So basically about a fingernail size is what you want, just like that. Then you're going to want to take your little punch out of metal. Metal you can find at any craft store. You can get like little sheets, and then you just have to punch out a whole circle, just like this. Take your ribbon, you're going to put a little bit of glue on the middle of the ribbon. And you're going to take your little metal dot and glue it. So I got something that looks like this. Once you have this, you're going to take your ribbon and you're just going to glue it so that makes kind of like an X. Yeah, you know what an X is. I don't think I have to explain that shape to you. So you're going to glue it right to the back. Then you're going to want to fold it back so that it matches the length of your other pieces, and cut off any excess ribbon you have, just like that. So we have something like this, and then you're going to want to fold the other side back, again making sure it's the right size so it matches the other ones. So we look like this. So you're going to take this again and you're going to glue it so that it's in between those two, just like this. You're gonna fold it back. So it matches. A little bit of glue. Alright, that's basically how you do the little rosette part. This looks a little terrible because it's kind of hard to do while trying to show you in the camera, but basically that's what it looks like. Alright, so I made it look a little nicer. And the problem that I had before is I used too much glue. So if you use too much glue, it's gonna look really ratty and gross. So I recommend use your hot glue sparingly. Okay, so next, I like to do a different color. Like I have this Braided red, but you can do the same color as you've been doing. It doesn't matter. And you're gonna glue it to the back so that it hangs down like that. So we put a little bit of glue on the back, just like that. Alright, then you're going to take your original color, or if you'd even change colors, that doesn't matter, and you're going to make it, you're going to glue it to the back so that it hangs down like this. Then you're just going to repeat that process on the other side. So take your ribbon, find out where you want it to go, pinch it with your fingers, and hot glue it into place. You just take your scissors and snip it off. And there you have it. A nice little show ribbon. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have some fun making your lead ropes and your ribbons, and yeah.